Hello! This video explains to you how you can use the iDecision Games demo player in our latest interface. I am logging into iDecisionGames.com with my email address and my password. If you don't have an account yet, you can register, but I'm assuming you've done so already. So once you're in on the website, you're going to go and hit My Classes. Then you're going to open the sidebar, the three horizontal lines, and scroll all the way down to Download Demo. I'm on a Mac computer, so I'm going to hit For Mac, which brings me to this page where I choose to download anyway. And then I just wait for it to load. Once it's done, I open it. I then get two files. I click on the blue one, confirm that I want to open it. And I'll be asked to enter my email address and password one more time. Now after I do that, the app is going to automatically open three windows for me. So now you can see on the left side there's a professor window, it's the big one, and on the right side there are two students, student 1 and student 2 stacked on top of each other. Now I can use my professor window to go to the library and find the exercise that I want to run through. I'm going to look for a used car. And I want V3, because all the V3 exercises are compatible with our latest interface. So I hit create the exercise. Then I want to do a couple of things. I'm going to change the title of the exercise to indicate this is my demo run. And I'm going to select that I will be playing with my demo class of 2 students. And I'm going to go create the exercise. Oh, it actually turns out that I have to enter the date as well. Even though I won't really be scheduling this exercise, I'm just going to say that I'm going to be playing it tomorrow. That allows me to proceed. So now I can see my exercise listed over here, and if I click on the title, it opens my dashboard like so. It's not yet published, so my students on the right do not see the exercise yet. As you can see, their screen still tells them that their professor has not created any exercises yet. I'm just checking on the instructions. Pre-negotiation survey is set to be sent to them, so that all looks good. I hit publish. Now that I've said publish, the student screens on the right actually show the exercise, and so they can each click join to enter it. I'll do it for the top one, join, and it opens up their confidential role instructions, so I can see that the student on the top has been assigned the buyer role and he's got the instructions relevant to that role. That looks good. I'll look at the student on the bottom. They've become a seller and they have seller instructions as well. So I can say back, and you see that the next thing that's popped up is the pre-negotiation private survey. So each of these students is going to be filling it out. I can enlarge the window a little bit to make sure it's easier to read. And let's fill it out for the top student. So what is your BATNA? It's something else. What's my reservation price? Let me say, I don't know, 200. That's probably too little. It's about a car, so let's say 2,000. But really, I would like to be buying it for just $1,000. Let's say that. So I'll submit this, and let's fill it out for the seller as well. Let's say that I don't really know what my BATNA is and my reservation price. Maybe I want to sell the car for 3,000 bucks, or that's my reservation. So the lowest I'll sell for is 1,500. Highest I want to get is 3,000. That's what I'm aiming for. So we're done with the surveys. Now in my professor view, I can see that the next stage that I can enable for my students is view group. That's the next one up, the next column. So I click this blue button to make that accessible for them. I can check on the settings bar, but can really leave that all to default. So now that I've hit publish, or start, excuse me, my students can see their view group stage. They can see that they're negotiating with each other, hit continue, and then next up is the outcome form. So if the student on the top is going to open the outcome form, they'll be informed that, the outcome form really is only relevant after they've negotiated, they first need to be chatting, then once they're done, they can use this as a place to log their results. So this works like a Google form. Either student can fill it out after they have come to an agreement. Let's assume this bottom person's filling it out. The price was, say, $3,500. And let's assume there were no other terms to this agreement. So whoever fills this out says propose for the other person to just make sure that it's all logged correctly. If so, they hit agree and everything gets submitted. So now they're done, they hit continue, and each of them gets yet another private survey to complete. So we can open it up here in the top students window. I'll say start task, and there's some reflective questions that they can answer. So let's go through them quickly. I'll agree, somewhat agree, and something else. I'll go to the next page. If I'm not getting through to the next page, it's probably because I forgot a question. Yep, here it is, disagree, next. And we've got another page. And I think there's some open answer questions coming up as well. Just have to click through a few more. Here we go. We can reveal, did I reveal that the car was being purchased on behalf of somebody else? Let's say that I did not. So I'll say nope. My car knowledge rate is medium. And let's say that I prepared for 10 minutes. Now I'll give some feedback on my counterpart, whether they do well. Let's say they stayed friendly the whole time. And what could they improve? Maybe they were changing their mind a lot. So I'll say, don't change mind so much. Okay, now I'm done. So I'll hit submit survey. Oh, submit survey is what I mean. And the next person's going to be filling out exactly the same thing. So just speeding that up for you so you don't have to sit through it all again. You see how it goes. And now we're basically done. So I'll go back to my professor view, and I as a professor already have access to all the data and the charts that come along with that, and now it's up to me when I make that visible to the students. If I hit publish debrief here on the top, they get another task to enter, and they can each see the same charts. So if I make that a little bit bigger, I can see, I've got the same stuff to scroll through, and everything that represents me is in orange. So right now, all the stuff that's out there is orange because we only have one group. But in reality, you'll see a whole distribution of bars. So that's pretty much it. Of course, as a professor, you can X out of this exercise and go back to the library to maybe choose another exercise that you would like to walk through. For now, everything that has V3 in the name is consistent with this interface, so that's what we'd recommend you play with. And of course, you can store the iDecision Games demo player app. You see right here, maybe I'm going to drag it among the other things I use quite often, or I can put it on my desktop, wherever. That way I don't have to reinstall it every time. Alright, have fun with it.